You are listening to the Afternoon Mix. Mr. John Runnels is with us. Hey, John Runnels.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing really well. It's good to have you. This is your first time in the Red Studio here.
Yeah, this is my first time in the Red Studio up here, and it's also actually my first time in any radio station.
Well, you're certainly very talented. I think that I first saw you play over at the Downtown Artery during the Acoustic Showcase series. You actually came up as a filler for someone. You drove up from Denver.
Yeah, last minute. I heard about that. I think it was earlier in the day I got called up and managed to. That's where I met you, right? So
it
ended up being a really lucky break.
The gentleman in Aspen Hourglass brought you up, which is really cool. And I really like your EP, Echoes EP.
Yeah, I've been listening to your shows actually, and I've noticed you've played it, and I really appreciate that.
Really great songs on here. Singer-songwriter John Runnels, and we're gonna hear some live music from you, which is really exciting. Tell us about the first song we're gonna hear, John.
So I prepared a couple songs for you, and I figured it'd be kind of cool to do it chronologically. So this first song is maybe a little bit pertinent. It's called Snow, and I wrote this back in, I don't know, a while ago. It's on my first release called Street Spirit. Yeah, here we go. I once saw the world from the soles of my shoes. As I wandered where I want, I would go where I choose. But I would walk the world again in order to find you. Oh, tell me that you'd wait for me. Tell me that you're true. Take me back to the world I once knew. Before all our hearts got broken, before everything came loose. And the snow, it'd tell me where to go. And I'll follow the sound of your voice. So I strap on my shoes and I hit the trail. My thoughts of you, they got me. I don't think how I can fail. And the cold, it bites me through my skin. It chills me to the bone. But still I will come back to you. Still I will go on. Take me back to the world I once knew. Before all our hearts got broken, before everything came loose. And the snow, it'd tell me where to go. And I'll follow the sound of your voice. I listen to the wind and I can swear you call my name. All the time I never spent with you, and only I'm to blame. And how I long to see your face again, to touch your perfect skin. If I knew back then what I know now, I'd make right all my sins. Take me back to the world I once knew. Before all our hearts got broken, before everything came loose. And the snow, it'd tell me where to go. And I'll follow the sound of your voice, of your voice.
Nice job, John Runnels.
Thank you.
That was sounding great. So that was off of your first release.
Yeah, it was called Street Spirit. I think it was 2008 that one came out, so
nice.
It's been a little while, huh?
Time's flying here. It's 2014. You believe that?
It's pretty crazy, man. It's thinking about it, I've been trying to do this music thing as a solo artist for I think 7 years or maybe a little bit longer. But I'm actually just about to change that up here very shortly, in March, actually.
Morning Bear, B-E-A-R, Morning Bear.
That's exactly what I'm talking about, yeah. I'm starting a band, sort of hearkening to that orchestral indie folk a la Bon Iver or Fleet Foxes, leaving the solo material behind by and large. I mean, very recently, it was I think October, that I released this Echoes EP that we were talking about. I don't know, it's sort of
the last bit of material that I would call John Runnels. And I'm moving on to this Morning Bear thing, and it's going to have, all sorts of instruments, but primarily sort of cello and mandolin focused, really orchestral, not celestial, I guess, but trying to really be beautiful music,
I'm liking the sound of that. Really, as a solo artist, being able to kind of forge your identity of what music is to you, and then being able to expand upon it.
Yeah, it's I think too, as a band, there's going to be a lot more room to fill out the sound. How do I put it?
Mm-hmm.
I guess I feel like I've explored as much as I can with just a guitar and vocals, or at least as much as I want to right now. And I've yearned for a long time. This is how I met Grayson Earhart of Aspen Hourglass, is trying to reach out and find other musicians, and that was years ago. At this point, it's been so hard for me to build a band, and at this point, I finally just decided you don't build it, you start it, and you start running with it, and you'll find people as you go.
Really great. We are thrilled to have John Runnels in the Red Studio here at KRFC for the Morning Mix. Vincent with you on KRFC 88.9 FM, filling in for Diane Montgomery. We're going to hear, John, your next song.
So this next one is off the Echoes EP, the one that's very recent, and it's available for download on Bandcamp. So if you go to johnrunnels.bandcamp.com, you can find it there. This track is called Jericho.
Go back again, and the last sin I see as I close my eyes to see the walls come tumbling down again, and the sea keeps on on turning. Yes, the world keeps on turning. And the tears on my face, they are all for you, wishing for one last embrace, for the words I'd heard to become untrue, and the last sin I hear as I lay me down to rest. The walls come tumbling down again, and the sea
You are so talented, John Runnels.
Thank you.
Yeah, this is exciting. Now, you are going to be starting Morning Bear, upcoming in 2014. Now, you are going to be backpacking through Europe with your guitar. That is incredible.
Yeah, I very recently pulled the trigger on this one. I'm actually quitting my job, or leaving my job, and spending what little savings I have with nothing but a guitar and a backpack going to Europe, just because I felt as though, and this actually, like, a lot of my music is, for whatever reason, about relationships. And it was spurred, the final, I guess, straw was I met with someone who I really loved from a while back, an ex of mine. And immediately started thinking, what would it have been like if we were together? Would I move in with her? And I noticed how fast your priorities change, when you meet someone or when you do that sort of thing. So I decided if I was going to do and have that experience, now is the time. And I think it really will be a great period for me as development as an artist, playing on the streets, giving me material to write about and time to really work on it. And hopefully I'll come back with some good things.
Super excited for you, yeah. We should do a KRFC thing where you keep in touch with us on a weekly basis or more than a week and kind of give us updates and stuff. We're going to talk about that.
Yeah, that's definitely, I'm having my last show February 22nd, which is going to be at the Park House down in Denver. And that's going to be my last show as John Runnels. That's going to be my last show in the United States until I get back, I guess. And I'm really excited for that.
Yeah, and as a solo, that'll be
that'll be my last show. Yeah, I will have a full band for that, but it'll be the last show billed as John Runnels.
As John Runnels.
And I'm actually going to change my name, too, to the moniker John Wake, like wake up.
Uh-huh. Awesome. Well, we have one more song. Great to have John Runnels in the studio, who has a Facebook page as well. John Runnels, Runnels, John Runnels. And we're going to hear another song from you, John.
Yeah, so I figured, going chronologically, this is actually a song that's going to be with Morning Bear, and it's called Despise, but it's not actually about despising at all. But if you can hear, we don't have a cellist in today, but there's cello and, drums and all sorts of fun things. So
nice.
This is Despise.
Little girl, close your eyes. You have seen through my disguise. And finally you wash your hands of all my unfair when you finally return, that is when we all learn. Broke apart like glass. Who'd have known it couldn't last? But all the pieces still shine in our hearts and in our minds. And I see light inside
Great song, John Runnels. Put everything you had into that song.
Oh, man. It's an emotional one.
Wow. John, really great to have you here in the studio.
Thank you so much for having me here. It really was an honor. I'm so glad to have had my first experience here.
Yeah, it's really a thrill for us. Krankenstein.
Krankenstein, 9 p.m.
9 p.m. at Krankenstein on North College. And then February 22nd in Denver, your last show at the Park House before you head to Europe with your guitar and do all this crazy cool stuff over there. Morning Bear, the project are involved with that you're starting. We'll be hearing a lot about that in the spring and summer. And we wanted to give a shout, and actually we should mention a couple other things. Your EP, Echoes, is available on Bandcamp, johnrunnels.bandcamp.com.
Yes.
Runnels, Runnels.
Like funnels or tunnels.
And connect as well on your Facebook page. Wanted to mention, because we were introduced through Aspen Hourglass, and you've played with Aspen Hourglass, they are going to be playing the Aggie on February 13th, opening for Pacifier and Ballyhoo. They're coming back to the Aggie on March 8th, and they're going to be the headliners with their contest winners, Savage Cabbage, great high school band in town. Opening for them, they're extremely excited about that. And we should also mention the Fox Theater, February 7th. Aspen Hourglass will play there as well. So you're in good company, young man.
Yeah, it's exciting. I'll be at those shows too. So, well, maybe not the last one, but
Great to have you in Fort Collins.
thank you so much.